are out of here. And did you guys notice? The snow ended. I just noticed it now. Hey guys, Clumsy here and welcome back to ETS2. In the previous episode, we arrived here in Iceland, Blönduós, or however you pronounce it. And luckily, I found a job that is perfect for our next trip. We're actually going to the capital of Iceland, I believe. It's Reykjavik, if that's how you pronounce it. But yes, let's go to that place now, over here, and it's raining. Which I'm not sure is really realistic if it rains like this or if it should be snowing instead. But who am I to judge, right? As long as there's something. Right, where should we go? Left here. Actually, I had to reset the job list for quite a number of times to finally get this because the number of jobs in Blönduós is kind of limited. Actually 2 or 3 jobs only for the entire town. And oh, look at this. That looked pretty cool, like a tandem dump truck. And Scania even. But yeah, I've had very limited number of jobs here in this place. And I had to reset, but finally managed to find something that is beneficial to the route we want to take. Alright, so let's take the guy here. And I think that's... Where's the job? I can't find the trailer. Did it expire already? Don't tell me. Oh, it's here. It's all about food. Alright, that's the trailer. It's this one actually, that black one. So let's go ahead and pick it up. Now, like I mentioned, advanced trailer coupling is not yet available, but shouldn't really matter that much. It's more or less the same. Adds a bit of difficulty, that's true, but it's not like a game changer or a deal breaker. Should be fine. Makes our lives easier even. Can imagine ourselves being all pro about it, like so. There we go. And this is how heavy? 17 tons, so I'm actually quite nervous about this. I'm not sure if we can manage with our... Quite limited. How big is our engine? 380. We will see. It depends on how slopey the place is, how terrible the roads are, but hopefully that would be enough. Right, I'm making way too much of an allowance here, I guess. But alright. And let me check out our route. So we are going to Reykjavik. There. This is the capital, I believe. Even has an IKEA there and discoverable. Interesting. Are we in a hurry or can we drop by other towns as well? Well, I guess this one is really out of the way. Holmavik. So we're not going through there, but we can go through here. Even through here. Yes, go back and then go through these two just to discover everything and then finally deliver what we should deliver. Or actually we can deliver first and then just go through these points just to make it not too winding because the it's not very along the way, if I might say. There's also a Keflavik airport here. So apparently there's an airport here in Iceland. That should be very convenient. So you don't need to take the ferry every time. I hope trucks can someday ride that. But maybe that's not in the near future. Alright. So let's take this route. That should be good enough, I guess. One last check, alright? Yeah, that should be okay. Let's do it. I didn't see any terrible roads, nothing that fancy or nothing that hazardous. So I guess we should be fine unless those roads are uphills. In terms of zigzags, Not really that worried about it, but in terms of elevation and how uphill those are, you will see soon enough. Hump. Alright. Let me see. Okay, cool. In terms of fatigue, we would need to rest in 4 hours. Now, I'm not sure if we can make that happen. Wait, let me see. Is there a hotel nearby? There is one here, so I guess that's a perfect spot to stop at. Yeah? And then we can continue on. Perfect. Looks good. I'm okay with that plan because sleeping here might be too early. No car. Oh. Whew. That was close. Let's do it. Turn this off. Alright. Do I need gas? Not really. I'm going way too fast here, especially with snow and rain. Let me slow down a bit, alright? Getting too excited, I think. Okay, now I can slowly speed up. We're exiting the city area. Cool, and it's still raining, which I don't know. Honestly, I find it weird that it's snowing outside, but there's just rain here. I would expect it would at least snow, or there would be a bit of snow here instead of just pure rain. But I don't know if that's realistic or not. Let me know in the comments, alright? I'm sure you guys have much more experience than I do. It should be finished in quite a while though, so I don't really mind it that much. Alright, let's just continue on here and enjoy the scenery. I know I shouldn't be expecting any penguins, but it just fits in this scenery. I don't know, polar bears even. I did see a polar bear in the zoo when I went last weekend here in Singapore. So imagine that, a polar bear in Singapore where it's constantly 30 degrees Celsius. We actually felt sorry for the polar bear. So it says that the polar bear was, I forgot his or her name, but it says that the polar bear was actually born here in Singapore, and it lived its whole life here, which I'm not sure how it managed, because it never snows here, never goes below 20 degrees, I would say. Wow, ouch. But yes, it somehow is surviving, and it did look a bit sad though, so I'm not really sure. What is this place? Almost crashed into that spot. Okay, construction zone. Alright, no problem. We can wait. And the rain has stopped. Perfect. Turn off the wipers. Thank you. And why is it getting a bit dark again? Okay, let's turn on our park lights. It is 3:30 in the afternoon. Shouldn't be this dark. Anyway. But yes, anyway, the polar bear, yeah. We found it. It was in the zoo. It seemed kind of sad, and I guess I would be sad if I was like sweating my whole life. You know, it had so much thick hair, and it was living in this place. Kind of felt sorry for it. And it was always eating those crushed ice. They put a lot of crushed ice on the side so it could play with it and eat it when it's feeling hot, and it was doing that constantly. It was also like swimming through it had its own pool, and it was swimming the entire time. I guess that makes it a bit cooler, but not by much. I mean, even I'm sweating all the time here in Singapore. How much more the polar bear, right? So yeah, really felt sorry for it. It was cute and all, but I guess it doesn't really fit here in this place, and I just wish they, I don't know, put it somewhere colder. But hopefully it just looked sad and it wasn't really. Maybe it's really happy and just had that resting sad face, you know. That's how we can think of it in the meantime. Wait, is it just me, or is it the speed limit just 60? I think it is. But why? I guess because of these curves. Anyway, should be fine, should be fine. Alright, actually I'm going above the speed limit. Oh, it's 80 again. Alright. And it's 60 again because there's a huge curve coming up. Retarder on, check. Slow down a bit. Perfect. And we're good. Kinda smooth. The only thing missing here would be a bit of radio. But I'll leave that to you guys. If you feel like playing something in the background, go ahead. Play Spotify or anything. But for me, it would be a bit of a hassle because if I wanted to play some really famous music, I would get into copyright problems. So I would leave that option to you guys. So whichever music you prefer, if you prefer anything at all to play while this is playing, you can go ahead, make that choice, and you can set the volume and everything. You have more control, more or less. Let's go ahead and sleep here. Can I sleep here? Okay, I can. Thank you. Did the truck just disappear on me? Oh, it's there again. Oh. That was kind of weird. Anyway. Engine off and good afternoon. Wait, I need to sleep in 2 hours. Yep, this is the perfect time to sleep. Now this is going to be night driving, but good thing is, in Iceland, I don't think the sun really sets that low. I have that impression from the last time, so we should be okay here. Alright, so from here, do I need to reverse? Yeah, I think reversing is fine. Shouldn't be much of a problem. I have to turn on my mirrors though. There we go. And here. There. Can I fit there? It might be harder than usual. So let me fit in this middle one instead. That should be easier. Okay, looks good. We are all set. Except for that gearbox. Oh, that hurt. That hurt me. That hurt my ears at the least. Okay, let's do this. Anyone here? Nope. That's what's nice here in Iceland. Not too many cars. It's more like, although it does get a bit lonely. And basing on the number of people in Iceland, that might be a true story. So I guess it's not really that populated, right? But still, the scenery is something very different. I also got some comments in the previous video. I was asking if you guys ever went to Iceland, if you've been here, and looks like some of you have. Or some of you at least know some people who have, and you gave me some interesting facts. And you actually mentioned that, was it Sheng? Mentioned that there's a difference in the southern Iceland. That northern Iceland would have a snowy biome, so to speak, like what we're seeing, but southern Iceland should be completely different. So it should be more without snow, I think. Why am I going so slow? Because I'm in the wrong gear. There we go. Much better. But yeah, so once we reach southern Iceland, the plan is to go around Iceland, the entire border. So we're currently in the north. We are moving to the west, and eventually I want to find a job to go to the south. And then we will return back to main Europe, either in the UK or in actual Europe area. Where we land, well, that depends upon fate. That depends on the kind of jobs that we can find. But in the meantime, let's enjoy our time here in Iceland. We won't be here too long, maybe a couple of episodes. And until then, just enjoy the view, guys. And hope you don't find my voice too irritating. Alright. I do like that color of the sky though. I did tell you about that story before, right? When I was in grade school. I was kind of into painting, acrylic painting. And I was one of the guys chosen to paint on our, what do you call this? Paint a mural. So the school had this blank wall, this white wall, where they were asking some of the students to paint some sceneries and showcase talents whatsoever. Not really the most talented painter there is, but I did know how to paint a bit, or at least I learned from the classes. So I painted this tropical scenery, like what was it? It was like sunset, I think, or sunrise, one of those things. But the sky had two different colors, blue and violet, or blue and orange, I forget, but two colors transitioning like what we see here, changing colors slowly. And the sun was like over the horizon and reflecting off the water. And then there's this island on the right side, which was a silhouette only, so everything was black. But you can see the island and a coconut tree, or some coconut trees, just being showcased. Yeah, so you can imagine that scenery from here. The sky kind of looked like this one, a bit like this color, but with more orange combinations, I think. Anyway, I really enjoyed that time. I had to spend a couple of weekends there, but it was well worth it. And we are someplace. We are in Borgarnes, however you pronounce that. And we still have roundabouts in here, which is interesting. So I guess there are not a lot of people in here. There's not even a single car. And I do have my traffic set correctly, so I wasn't really expecting no cars at all. Although it is 3 in the morning, so, and is that a graveyard? One sec. It's a church. It's a church with a graveyard, I think, on that lot. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Amazing models. How they even modeled that. I think that's the first time I've seen that kind of model. They might have made that from scratch even. Maybe that's even a famous landmark here in this town. That church. And we are entering a tunnel. Awesome. I can hear in the background some, how do you call that? Crickets, I think. They sound like crickets. Or am I just imagining it? Maybe that's just the engine sound. I don't know. Will crickets even survive in this cold weather? Who knows? I'm just enjoying the view, enjoying the sights, the sceneries, the sounds. Oh, look at that. That is amazing. That is what I enjoy. Huge bodies of water that's just reflecting everything. The sky, the landscape. Oh, awesome. And we're going through there actually. We're going down there in a bit. Oh, wrong way. Wrong road. Here. So later on we'll be going to the left, but right now we're going to the right because we're going through a different town first. If you remember the routing we made earlier. Don't you crash into anything. There we go. And also guys, I wanted to thank everyone. I noticed that we are getting more and more viewers for the Truck Simulator series, especially ETS2. So I am glad that you guys are starting to, at least you guys are enjoying, those who are watching it. Because you keep on watching, so I guess it's okay for you. Do let me know in the comments what you think. And don't forget to hit that like button if you're enjoying this. because I actually noticed that ETS2 it has the most number of views in the channel. So it's the most viewed series I have currently. I have around 4 active ones. One is Modded Arc, one is Subnautica, one is Turmoil, and one is ETS2. And of all those series, ETS2 has the most views. And I was really surprised actually, because no one used to watch this before when I started. And I'm glad that people are starting to pick up. I'm not sure how you guys knew about me. And yeah, I would appreciate it if you could tell me how you knew this series. If you found it via YouTube search, if you found it via the ProMods forums, via Reddit, or somewhere else, do let me know, alright? I would be interested to know what works and how you found out, how you found me. Roundabout again. And we are in, I forgot to read the name, but I probably wouldn't be able to pronounce it anyway. So it starts with the letter A, Akranes. There we go, that one. You can do it. You can do it. There we go. And we are here just for this discoverable. Also to go through the roads, just to go and check a bit of sightseeing. And it's a DAF dealer. Awesome. I've also been putting some thought into getting another truck. It's not going to be in a while because we don't have any money yet. We only have 30k. Yeah, so it's going to take maybe a few more episodes, a lot more episodes actually, for that next truck. But I wanted to switch things a bit from time to time. So whenever we get enough money, we buy a new truck and we try that out. So currently we're on a Scania. We can modify it, we can enhance it, but eventually I wanted to try something else. So I was wondering, what do you guys prefer? What truck would you like next that we try on? I did get an input that we could go with a Mercedes, an Actros. I am totally game with trying that out. I guess the only one that I would not like so much is a Renault. I'm not sure if I was just influenced by Squirrel, but I agree that it's not the best looking truck out there. So please no Renault recommendations, alright? Because I don't know, it just feels very weird. It just looks very not pleasing to the eyes. I would phrase it like that. Alright, we are out of here. And did you guys notice? The snow ended. I just noticed it now. But maybe after those tunnels and when I start appreciating the bodies of water, actually there's no more snow. Oh, amazing. I didn't even recognize it. But that's cool. That's cool. Agravista to the left. We don't really need that. Alright, nice. Now, how much more to our destination? We have 3 hours left, but we are arriving in an hour and a half. Alright, we're making it just in time, I guess, because of this detour. So we really have to step up our game here. There we go. ETA 89 kilometers, 1 hour 26 minutes, and remaining for the job is 2 hours 46 minutes. We should be fine. As long as we don't get into any more hassles. Oh, and there's a tollway here. Okay, slow down a bit. Because we're entering a roundabout again. Yes, we are. There we go. Just in time. Okay. This is a weird looking tollway. Why are there 4 routes? But oh, I think that one was the other way. Yeah, those 2 ones are on the other way. That's why it's in a bit of a different level. So it's not fully aligned with this side. Yeah, right, that's the other side. And what just happened? Did I hit something? Oh, come on. I hit something? Trailer? 0 damage on the trailer. That's what's important. Perfect. And there's a ship. Can you guys see that? Awesome looking ship. Did they even model that in addition? That's just amazing. Is it moving? I think it is. Yeah, it is. That's a nice change. Cool. Alright, and that for sure is ProMods, because the entire Iceland is ProMods made, right? How amazing the level of detail they put into this. 1 second. Slow down a bit here. There we go. Slow down a bit more, because I did see a speed camera sign before we entered the tunnel. Just to be safe, we don't want any penalties. Okay. Time check. 2 hours left. 1 hour left. 2 hours left on the job, 1 hour left before we arrive. We are good to go, 1 hour left. Now, our Nokia phone should be ringing in quite a few minutes, I guess. Because I think in around 2 hours that rings. Yeah, so in 7 minutes this should ring, and we should get the notice that says customers expecting delivery soon. Something like this. It's 5 in the morning. Perfect. Good morning, everybody. Oh, there's the sun. And I'm actually quite happy to get back the grass, the green in the place. Snow is nice and all. It's a nice change, but I'm more at home in this kind of scenery. It's more livable and natural for me. Oh, there we go. There's the sign. And there's my Nokia phone. Hold your horses. We're getting there just in time. Don't worry about it, right? I got you. So yeah, that's true. So Sheng, if that was you, thanks for the tip. That's true. Southern Iceland, even Western Iceland, doesn't have snow anymore. So it's just in the northern part. I'm not sure if that persists throughout the entire year. Maybe depending on the season, some of the parts get snow and whatnot, but right now we're getting this kind of scenery. And it's consistent with what Sheng was telling me. Always kind of nervous when going through a roundabout. No matter how many times I go through one, it's just exciting every time I passed one through. Okay, I'm seeing a lot more cars now too, and I can actually turn off my lights, which is perfect. More natural lights. One more roundabout, is it? Okay, fine. Let's stay on the right lane, which should be the right way to approach this, I think. Sign? There we go. Your truck too. There's even a bus stop there. Alright. We should be there in 14 kilometers, 13 minutes. Okay, perfect. We're going to make it just in time. I can see it. Over the horizon, there's a city. This should probably be Reykjavik. Correct me on that, guys. Oh, we do have 2 more discoverables that we want to discover, right? But I don't think we'll have enough time for it because it's approaching the 30-minute mark. But we'll see. If we won't do it here, maybe in the next episode. We'll see. But for sure, sometime we'll make it happen. Oh, this is an amazing interchange. Like a, how do you call this? A trumpet. If I remember my city skylines correctly. I am losing a lot of my frames though. Looks like this is a heavily... Oh, come on. Don't you even think about it. Looks like this is a heavily populated area. And yeah, my frames are really suffering right now. Might not be the most optimized place in the map, but it is quite beautiful, to be honest. And this is one of your standard, what do you call this, cloverleaf intersections, right? It is ProMods though, so the proportions are very much correct, and it's not awkward at all to drive through them. Now in real life, I've never driven through one of these. We don't have this in the Philippines as far as I know, where I drive. Alright, but it looks realistic. It doesn't look that hard to drive through. Yeah, so I guess this is how it should be. And let me turn left in here. Perfect. And we are almost there. Yeah, I've been saying that for quite a while, but this time it's the real thing, right? And yeah, for sure we won't have enough time to explore the other discoverables, but we'll do that in the next episode. And there's an IKEA there. We do have an IKEA here in Singapore as well. It's one of our favorite places to buy furniture and other stuff in. I think I told you that in one of the previous episodes, that most of our furniture is from IKEA. My table, my chair, our sofa, almost everything. Now the bad part is you have to DIY it, but the good part is it's pretty affordable and it's pretty durable. Oh, Nokia phone is ringing again. I'm almost here, no problem, don't worry. Let's just let this guy pass through. Oh, he's actually swerving. Okay. What are we carrying again? I didn't actually... Liver paste. Ew. I guess it's one of those exotic commodities. Liver paste. Ah, actually, yeah, there's a can good for it, like liver spread. Guess that's the same thing. Yeah, it's not too icky. It's all about food. Danish crown. It's not really my favorite, but I can tolerate it. I'm not really much of a fan of liver. They said it's healthy for the liver. I'm not sure if that's really true, but it's not my favorite thing to eat in the world. There's a bit of a different texture, and I can't explain the taste, but it's something that I'm not really too much fond of. I would eat it because it's healthy, if it's really healthy at all, but it's not something I would look forward to every single time. Oh, interesting cargo in here. There's a chopper, and there's sort of a weird looking mechanism. I wonder if that's... Oh, no. That's probably not military, because my military pack is disabled. Some beer, some pipes, all around. This Danish crown is all around. I turned too much there. Can I brute force this around like so? Engine died. I'm getting all noobish at parking. Probably I'm out of practice because we're taking too many routes. Too long routes, that is. Let me get a bit more space in here. Let's do that again, shall we? Round 2. Fight. There we go. Okay, slowly but surely. No sudden turns. No sudden turns, I said. Okay, now we can turn. Not too much, not too much. And then turn. Alright, turn so much now. I'm gonna hit this. Okay. It's not the best, but the trailer is perfectly aligned. Yeah, it wouldn't be my ideal spot, but fine. Let's unload it. Excellent. 338 kilometers. We earned 6k. Not bad. Oh, too bad. Didn't hit level 9. The next episode will do that. Okay, cool. Now it's actually taking a lot of time already, but let me just position here. What is that sound effect? So we can get a better view of the truck. Anyway guys, that's going to be it for this episode. If you did like the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more updates, alright? In the meantime, this is the Clumsy Geek signing off. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. Bye guys. And yeah, before I forget, happy trucking.